Hello, welcome to McBoss Capital channel. My name is Michael Chu. We're going to look at the growth stocks list I follow this week for the week ending January 10th, 2025. This week, so I generally follow about right now about 330 stocks. There's 99 in uptrend or within very close, at least slightly near the uptrend, short-term moving average. So that's roughly 100 out of around 330, so one third. I believe last week was much lower. Like, I think it was like less than 50. So we definitely have improved somewhat. The first thing that will catch my eye here is the oil and gas and a lot of like commodity related stocks here, energy related stocks. So I think they have done really well, especially in recently. And I have also changed the date reference time from December 19, basically a day after the December 18 sell off from the Fed meeting in regards to the hawkish cut on the interest rate. Since that time, the market has been kind of slowly drifting downward, and we're starting to see more severe selling now, especially on Friday, right? So the fact that there's still some growth stocks moving or either money rotating into certain areas, that's not a bad thing because there's opportunity somewhere else. So this is definitely a stock pickers market at this moment, and we are seeing more volatility in the market as well. Like we see intraday range changing quite drastically. So yeah, so be cautious. So for those who hasn't seen this spreadsheet, we do I do rank like all the stocks here based on price performance again since December 19 to now. So so like I just switch it over just because like this is just a better view of what stocks has performed well since that date, which is roughly 3 weeks now almost quite, yeah. And then we have relative strength high here on daily basis, which is Friday ending, and also on that week on the weekly ending basis, you can see here LB hitting highs on Friday. Also, we haven't hit new high. This is the highest date, meaning like they hit a new high recently, and January 10 obviously is the highest here. Um, and then we have a short-term moving average like 10 or 21 day, whether they're above it. That also signify a short-term uptrend. And percent off high is also important, especially to see where it is from the high. But generally, stocks at the top here that are performing well should be near their recent highs. Here's Lambridge, number one on my list right now. This is a IPO stock in the U.S. exploration production, and it has gone up nicely. We did see a pullback here, and then hit new high, and then a much bigger pullback or correction, you want to call it. Then it started to move, and it caught my attention around this area. That's my first buy-in. Then it kind of moved up really fast here, above the 10-day moving average, and I sold a little bit here just to lock in some initial profit. Then as it pulls back here, you can see on Friday it was a very support level near the 10-day. It didn't try to touch it. Again, I pay a lot of attention on my trading to the 10-day moving average, and so I did add to it because it seems to me like a bounce, right? And it closed really strong on Friday as well. So this pattern right now still looks really early. It's forming a cup-shaped base, as you can see from market search charts here. On the earnings side, you can see 31 cents to 44 cents, much stronger than previous. So this is definitely making good profit, and the sales are pretty strong as well. Number 5 on the list is AR, also hitting new highs on all the metrics here. So this is Antero Resource in the US exploration again. We have this nice cup and handle breakout down to my first entry point. As you can see, it has slowly climbed nicely here. And on Friday, it was quite extended, so I took some little profit here. And right now, it's quite, yeah, you can see the 10 days down here, whereas it's the price up here. So a little bit extended, but very strong performer right now. On the weekly chart, you can see it's a pretty long base it's trying to come out from. So generally when there's a long base, it does come out really strong. And then the numbers here on the fundamental side again very strong, 32 cents to 54 cents. Sales are picking up. There's also SD at number 11, also in the same group. We also have Gulfport Energy also in that same group. We have XPRO in the field service area. We have TPL Royalty Trust, NVGS Transport Pipeline, RIG in the drilling, EQT in the integrated. So here's a very powerful breakout from this week. Huge volume coming in. This has been a leader as well. You can see this rise here, but so it just came up from this base here. Numbers are okay. Here's the daily chart. So this is the initial breakout, but then this breakout pullback from the downtrend line, and then this news catapulted past the traditional buy point. And even though it looks quite extended right now, I still took a position just because of just the news and the reaction on the Friday that's so negative on the market, and this stock was able to stay strong the whole day pretty much. Here's the intraday chart. Look at how strong it stays. I wouldn't be surprised there's some little pullback here. So we'll see as the 10-day catch up. This is a very strong slope right now. So it might go this way and then bounce again. That's what we're hoping. So moving to other areas, BBAR is a banks foreign in Argentina, and this stock has gone up quite a bit. And you can see there's a base here, a pullback here, consolidation here, and then bounce again. And then this is the latest pullback. Look at how it didn't want to touch the 10-day here. This is strong behavior, and unfortunately I didn't buy into it on Friday, but I'm looking to get into this stock. It is quite extended. When you look at the weekly chart, it does look like it's starting to do its parabolic move now. So that's one reason I'm kind of a little hesitant whether this run is near, whether it's going to be over soon or not. So that's why I've been very hesitant to get into this stock. So I'll probably pass on this, but it's definitely good to watch. If you really want to trade short term, like I said, this is a good support area right here. Next on rank number 4 on my list here, ULCC in the transportation airline. So there's quite a few airlines that are doing really well right now. This one, smaller cap here and below $10. You see the numbers are improving quite well going forward, and the sales are picking up as well. And in recent weeks, you can see the volume did pick up on the buy side, and here's the breakout this week. On the daily chart, you can see this nice breakout right here on high volume, and then look at how it found support right there as the 10 days moving up, pretty steep slope. Delta Airlines reported on Friday at 150. It was down from a year ago, but it looks like the numbers forecast going forward is not bad at all. And we see a breakout right here as well. So this whole group is performing relatively well. You can see the RS rating. And on the daily chart, you can see this was the run, last run I made some money on, and then as it goes and then it kind of have a topping signal right here. Then we pull back, and then pull back more, and then here we have a clear trend line going down, and here it's still below the 50-day, and then we bounce right here, and volume quickly come in the last few days. So we have Delta ranking number 24. We also have SNCY here and UAL here. So the next one I see here is ASUR in the computer software enterprise. You can see there's not much technology in the top ranking here. We have ARM down here, and we have Onto, NVMI. That's about it. A lot of the software groups are ranked near the bottom. This week we also see some improvement in the health area. So we have NARI, which was I think have a bought out by somebody else, can't remember. So that jumped quite a bit. So AXGN is the next one, Develop Regenerative Medical Products Group. So this is a nice breakout here, and then but it pulled back pretty strong to the red line, which is the 10-week moving average. Numbers are pretty good on both earnings and sales. Volume did come in on this week, and it's a very strong bounce. Here's the daily chart. Again, this pullback kind of consider failure because it pulled back very strong. But here's the bounce right here. First couple of days there's no volume, so there must be some news on Friday, but I'm not sure what it is. I did try to get into it on Friday just because of this big bounce here. So this is the slope of the 10-week day moving average, so we'll see how it performs in the next few days. and week. So there's some news on GeneDx from FDA issued guidance on using artificial intelligence to develop medical devices. Good news for GeneDx for using it to do genomics related diagnostic testing. So this stock has been on my growth list for a while and trading in and out over the last quite a bit last year and so forth. And recently, it has formed this long consolidation, and you can see how well it's holding. And I don't know why this chart is quite squeezed, right? Squeezed. Anyhow, you can see this base right here. It did break out this week, and I bought right here on high volume right there, and then it followed through the next day and lock in a little bit of profit, and then it start to pull back here. So right now it's sitting at the near the 10-day moving average, and volume is still a little bit near average. So we'll see if we can find support here. That was rank number 14, WGS. We have MDGL also in the same in the biotech sector. We have ITCI, and we have HROW here, VCEL rank 48, BSX, and ATEC. So BSX, Boston Scientific, announced a 4.9 million takeover of Bolt Medical. So BSX here have a nice breakout as well, high volume breakout. It did fall back on Friday, so we'll see as this 10 days start to climb. We'll see how it reacts around the 10 days as well. Potential entry point, we see some sort of bounce near there. Next we have VST. This is in the power generation area, ranked number 10. So this one did well previously, consolidated, bounce again. Now we have this nice cup base. This is a really nice round cup base and forms a handle right here. And then it tried to come out on Friday. So we'll see. We're getting very close to it, I think. 166 versus 168. Relative strength is at new high right now. You can see the blue dot. Numbers are improving to 142 this coming quarter. This forecast, they might change this, but this is still increasing pretty fast at 47% this year. So this is a nice tight cup base here. Next we have number 12 XPOF in the leisure service fitness center area. This chart is definitely, because it's in the teens and not very liquid, you can see its intraday range is quite wide. So so definitely more volatility in this, but it is looking better right now as it climbs the right side of the base. So potential breakout right there. Next we have ARM rank 21. So this chart looks very similar to the semiconductor group. We talked about that in the main market recap video. Basically, it tried to came above this trend line here, but it fell right there. Then we come back again, and now we literally sitting near the short-term moving average. So what this will do probably depend on what the group will do. We have AU in the mining silver area. So gold seems to be moving as well. So gold has slowly come back up. We see that right here. This is also a nice base. Potentially consider a breakout on Friday on high volume. Look at that. So we go to AU now. We see this break above the red line, which is 50 days moving average. So this is quite healthy, and the volume did pick up. And recent days of selling has been very underwhelming volume. So maybe this is finally starting to work again. So it might be worth paying attention. Next we have Onto in the semiconductor group. We have GGAL in the banks foreign, TDW oil and gas fuel services, NVMI, TRGP in the oil and gas refining, NERD symbolic VRT. VRT is another power generation area. So this has done really well in the past here, and we formed this nice base. And so far, this bounce on the right side a little bit shaky. I think I got shaken on Friday morning, so I'm looking to get back in. You see it closed at the top of the day. So if we can kind of break out of this zone right there, it might be really good. Next, we have air in aerospace defense, PAGP in oil and gas transport, ERO, metal mining, SkyWest, another transportation airline, MU in computer data storage, DAR, agriculture, CLS. I've traded CLS previously, is a very good, and then it start to do this ascending base kind of movement where it just keep making short pullbacks here, over and over and making new highs. And then recently we kind of start to consolidate it for like a few weeks here, and then it start to move again. So I start to get back in around there, and volume did come in. and follow through on Friday. So this looks very promising. Next we have SFM, super mini market doing well. AAL, transportation airline. AEM in the gold silver area again. VCEL in the biotech. AGI in the gold silver. So that is starting to push up. PAAS down here as well. CRDO still doing well. BFAM, service education. PRCT, system equipment. SMTC, semiconductor fabless. RMBS, semiconductor fabless, ARGX. So ARGX has been doing really well as well. You can see this uptrend line right here. So this was the latest consolidation recently right there, and then it started to bounce out right here. And I was a little late to this, and bought it right there. On Friday, it was starting to go down by end of day, but something really weird happened here. You see, it was down the whole day, and you can see how it just didn't move much by the end of the day. I think I saw like 10-15 minutes in before it closed, and then look at the last bar right here. It bounced back so strong. I didn't see that previously, so there's some buying in the last 5 minutes. So anyhow, I got shaken out of that. So I'll look to get back in. Next we have RL in the apparel clothing, RH home furnishings, ASML in the semiconductor equipment, Terra, KD still doing okay. AM in oil and gas, eBay, we talked about that in the main market video. ADMA, LRN, service education, AROC, oil and gas, MTZ, building heavy construction, USAC, oil and gas field services, HQI, commercial service outsourcing, TSM. So TSM will report next week, so something to be aware of. Again, this is part of semiconductor group. It broke out right here, but it was a strong breakout, and I got into it on the breakout day, and then it bounced so hard the next day. I locked in some initial profit, but then you see how quickly it reversed after that, and then I got shaken out right here on Friday, but then I had to buy back in by the end of the day, as it shows that you can really. So this is the initial drop of the day, but look how fast it bounced back right here. So it is a little bit risky to buy before the earnings. So but they did report good sales number on Friday, so that's the reason why I got in. Plus I was already holding it. It's just that I got shaken out in the morning. So we'll see how this goes. Next we have Penn Medical Products, Way Software Medical, Lilly Medical Diversify. So I do want to talk about Lilly for a second. It still have really strong projection of earnings, as you can see. Um, we have been in a big correction. This is a pretty deep correction, 27% over many weeks, pretty much 2-3 months now. And you can see this red line here. This is 10-week moving average, and it finally crosses it above it. So that's a potential buy signal there. So I still haven't bought it, but you can see the volume is starting to pick up here. So I might be looking to get into this just because it has been a strong leader in the past. So we'll see. Next we have KGS, oil and gas field service, DKing, leisure gaming, Previa, computer software, medical, more gold stocks, Newmont mining, ALK, another transportation airline, ESM transport pipeline oil and gas, Hood finance invest brokers, ISRG medical system equipment, AJG in the insurance broker, ENLC oil and gas transport pipeline, REVG mobile manufacturing. We have biotech, BMR, and SRPT. We have CPay in the financial service specialty. So we're getting down to, the gains are much limited now. You can see here it's down to less than 5% since that date. So again, many stocks are just under the water since that date. And if you go down more, so this doesn't include the downtrend. But if I include the downtrend, we're seeing lots of stocks starting to go into downtrend. FOA starting to go into downtrend. Iron, and these are near the top still. Kavana, IDR, OII, CML. But if I scroll to the bottom of this list, you start to see more orange because the techs are in the orange. And we're also seeing lots of financials as well. So those are the two areas that got hit hard this week. And you can see down here more techs here like IoT, DSGX. So I'll just finish off quickly with the two top stocks from last year, like APP. You can see we have broken down to a new low here. It did find support on Friday from the red line. Now it is still way up, much above the 200-day Whether it will correct more, I'm not sure, or maybe this is the beginning of the new bounce. You never know where it'll go, but like I still think this is really extended. Even look at here, like look at this extension right here from the 200 days. So there might be more correction than what it seems here. Palantir very similar, also quite extended here. You can see this extension here end up, excuse me, here it ends up building a pretty big base. So I wouldn't be surprised if we end up building a pretty, at least again, it's either going to take time or price adjustment to alleviate this extension. So we'll have to be more patient with these two stocks. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you like. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. See you next week. Have a good trading week.